Hello, welcome to How It Is. This is my first episode on the channel. And I wanted to touch on something that's pretty important, and that is mental health. Mental health is a massive issue, particularly in young men around my age, between the ages of 18 and 30. It is a huge, huge issue. And at the moment, there's so many things out there that I'm seeing about mental health awareness. Okay? Mental health awareness is something that we've been trying to push. There's an agenda there that we've been trying to push for months, years, a long time anyway. And it's something that we've gone beyond the point. People are aware of mental health issues. We're aware that things are going on. We're aware that young men particularly suffer from mental health without speaking about it. It's time for action. I've written down a few notes here beside me. Sorry, I'm new to this. I'm just getting used to it. So we talk about mental health awareness constantly. It's time that we start acting on it. Okay. We need to change it up and take mental health action. So there's a vast number of mental health charities out there. Charities like Pieta House that run Darkness into Light every year, which is a fantastic initiative. It's a great way to help people, show people that you support them. But is it enough? Pieta House are doing incredible work all over the world. They're there for people, and I think that's something that we don't have a lot of at the moment in the world. There's a lot of people who don't have anyone there for them. So, going back to the point, mental health awareness has been discussed, it's been raised, and we are aware. Now it's time that we take action. People like you and I. Take action on this. It's an issue that, personally, I've suffered from mental health issues. Nothing major, thankfully. I'm very lucky that my family are incredibly supportive about these kinds of things, and I've never had to deal with this kind of stuff alone. But if you notice anything's off with any of your friends or any of your family, your mothers, your fathers, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunties and uncles, grandparents, children, nephews and nieces, anybody in your family whatsoever, it's important that you act on it. Drop them a text. Just say, hey, I was thinking of you. You have no idea how much that'll change their day. It's a little switch inside someone's mind that'll give them a lift. Just the tiniest little dopamine rush that'll carry them to the end of the day without them even realising it. Just knowing that someone's there to think about them. It's vitally important. So, with that in mind, anybody who is suffering out there from mental health issues, speak up. I know myself, I got very frustrated around the time that I was dealing with issues in my own life, that nobody could see it. But how could they see it when I was trying to mask it on top of that? People we're not mind readers. We can't look at someone and say, oh, he's thinking that, she's thinking that. We're all flawed, but it's important that you find someone that you're comfortable with, someone that you're okay to talk about this kind of stuff with. For me, that was my mother. It was my brother and my girlfriend. I'm so lucky that they were all there for me. I'm even more lucky that they've experienced it themselves. If you don't have someone that you feel comfortable with, get onto a mental health awareness charity, a mental health action charity. Someone that will go out of their way to help you get through this. I'm going to put links in the description below to various different charities that help with mental health issues. But I think the most important thing in the world And this is something I didn't think of until recently when I was listening to another podcast. And if I can find the episode, I'll put a link to that in the description as well. It was the Hamill the Animal podcast with Chris Hamill over in England. He's done wondrous work with that podcast, by the way. It's very underrated. But there was a particular episode, and if I can find it, I'll link it as I said, where he says, nowhere is it written that you have to be happy all the time. That's a line that's really changed my life. Because there is nowhere that it says, it's not written anywhere. It's not written in the Bible, in any books, in the Quran, whatever your beliefs are. It's not written there to say you have to be happy 24/7. If you're feeling down, it's okay to feel down. There's no rules on how to live your life. As long as you abide by the law in whatever country you're in, then you're not doing anything wrong. By being upset, yeah, you might feel a bit shitty at times. I feel shitty at times. I'm currently at the back end of a time where I felt a bit down. But during all that time, in my mind, I knew I was getting to the end of it. For the simple reason that I knew that in the past, I've felt good after this kind of stuff. And let me tell you, from my own personal experience, after you come through those lows, well then those highs feel a lot better. So in conclusion, don't forget how important it is to take care of yourself mentally. That means diet, exercise, speaking to people, be it volunteers with the charities that I'm going to link below, with a family member, even just a friend. And it's important that you don't shut people out. And for those people who aren't suffering from mental health issues, it's important to understand that some of us are. There are some people out there who have no one to talk to. So next time you're sat at a bus stop or in the train station or just sitting out in a park and an elderly person or a young person comes to you and just starts chatting, just remember that that might be the only chat that they get that day. And it is important that we all stick together. So remember to stay safe. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like it. If not, please let us know why you didn't like it, because it is important that we know where we can improve. And I hope that you stay safe. And I hope, if you're going through a dark time at the moment, that you'll be getting through it the same way I have. Take care.